The schedule for season 38 of NEC women's basketball is now out. Let's take a closer look at some key dates you're going to want to mark on your calendar. And it all starts on opening day, Saturday, January 6th, the start of the NEC New Year for every team except Central Connecticut. 2 games of note on the 6th, starting in Syracuse with FDU and Lemoyne. It's the first game back in the league for Stephanie Gately, who had 2 successful stints against conference opponents while she was in the NEC at LIU and at Monmouth. Now at the helm of the reigning regular season champion FDU Knights, they take on the NEC's newest member, the Lemoyne Dolphins, who will be looking to make an early splash in the NEC with the vet combo of Lusher and Baker in the backcourt. Now, the second game of note on the 6th, look, we don't know anything about the preseason polls yet. That's still months and months away, but I kind of have to think these 2 teams are going to be pretty high up there. Merrimack and Sacred Heart meet in Fairfield on day 1 of conference play. Merrimack swept Sacred Heart in the regular season last year. The Pioneers finally figured out the Warrior puzzle in the NEC tournament semifinals. Sacred Heart brings back 7 of the 8 who suited up for him in that semifinal game, including Lil Mama, who's back for an encore her sophomore season. The Warriors, they bring back 6 of 9 from the semifinal, including 2 of the top 6 returning scorers in the league. For that matter, Sacred Heart is 2 of the top 6 returning scorers as well. So 4 of the top 6 returning scorers in the NEC in 2024 will be in this game on day 1. Woo! What a way to start. Bravo, schedule makers. Only one of these 2 can start 1-0, and they will meet again the next to last game of the season on March 2nd. Probably even more will be at stake in that one. And who knows, they can meet again at some point the 2 weeks following that for even more stakes than a Ruth's Chris. Another game we eagerly anticipate, championship game rematches. And looking at the calendar, our championship game rematches this year will take place with Sacred Heart and FDU January 27th in Fairfield and February 22nd back at the scene of the crime on the banks of the Hackensack. Boy, that should bring back some nice memories for the Pioneers. Their last trip to the Rothman Center, they came with some pretty cool souvenirs, a trophy, pieces of the Knights' own net. I'm sure they remember. I'm sure FDU remembers too. Sacred Heart swept all 3 meetings a season ago. And finally, we checked Google Maps, and the rivalry that now has the closest proximity of 2 schools closest to one another in the NEC, it's LIU and Wagner, separated by about 11 miles and a trip over the Verrazano. They meet at Wagner on January 8th. And in Brooklyn at LIU on February 24th. Both teams should be in a battle for a top 4 spot in the NEC this year, but now also battling for NEC NYC supremacy. The regular season finale for all teams except Lemoyne is on March 7th. The NEC tournament gets going with the quarterfinals on March 11th, the semis on March 14th, and it all culminates with the 2024 NEC Women's Basketball Championship game on St. Patrick's Day, Sunday, March 17th. Stay tuned to northeastconference.org and NEC social media for more info as the season gets closer. NEC Women's Basketball back and better than ever this winter at a gym near you.